Alright guys, well, it's the old beast here, the 1250. It's the belly of the beast, you could say. Yeah, you can see that one pipe there, the one hydraulic line there, it's a little wet. So, yeah, somebody put the wrong hydraulic filter in there. I think that's an oil filter, not a, yeah, it's an oil filter, it says it right on it. It's not a hydraulic filter. I don't know what the difference is, but it was not me. I didn't do that. I bought the tractor with that on it, so it's a 1250 with a 14-horse engine. Just for those of you who don't know, I'm planning on putting the hydraulics on it, because I have a 1450 with the hydraulics. It's got ags on it and whatnot and blah blah blah, so yeah, I see that little hole there, so I'll have to tie in my hydraulics up at the top there and then run my lines down, blah blah blah, control valve on the steering column, the lever out to the side, and take the I guess I'd have to get the hydraulic-y dewy thingy down here instead of the lifting. Or actually no, I think I can actually use this hydraulic, the deck lever here, the manual deck lever, instead of the hydraulic, whatever the hydraulic line or the hydraulic system uses to lift any of your attachments or more decks. This guy here, let's see. Got this guy all torn down. I ripped the engine out. It's got a stuck bolt on the head, just pissing me right off. So that right there, that little swing arm, I guess you could just use the deck lever and it would just swing freely as long as you disengage it from the that little pin guy here that you push in. As long as that's disengaged and not catching on those fingers or whatever. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's wanted to show you where do you think this thing's leaking from? Them lines? Because I took the cap out. It's kind of like an hour or an eyeglass or whatever you want to call it. You can peek at it and see if you know what's your levels at and stuff. And yeah, she needs a little juice back there, so she's a bit low. So I'm gonna get a new gasket. I think I'm gonna order a new gasket. I'm gonna fix this thing because my weight box broke it. Getting a new gasket here. Some high guard or whatever, John Deere high guard, I don't know what the hell they call it, but yeah, that. And it doesn't look like the seals on the hubs are bad. This one's kind of wet, so I don't know. It's not like, yeah, it's wet. See that? This side's wet as well, I think. Yeah, my hands are dirty, so yep. Give you a couple looks underneath there. So I think she just needs a new gasket here. Maybe it's peeing out of the seal here around this, you know, gasket junk probably. Looks like somebody used a cart gasket and it's probably just rotten. So yeah. And is there a PTO back there? See that right there? What the hell is that? I think it spins when I turn the engine over. Start it up here. So it just stay running. Oh. It likes to wander too. It's another one of my questions. I know there's something in there. It's right here. It has to do with the hydraulic, the hydrostat. You can see that it's loose, and it will start to engage it, and it'll start to drive away. You hear it? I know there's like I've seen somebody cutting, oh, I have to take the tonneau cover off, but somebody takes their mechanism there, it's right here, and when you do this, that bit moves, and you can cut it or something and modify it so it doesn't walk away on you. The wandering hydro, I call it. But yeah, at least it's not right now, so Let's see if that thing spins. Yeah, look at that. It's spinning. So it's like, is that like Cub's rear PTO? Or something? See that? Is it a rear PTO that they never, you know, said fuck it, we're not gonna do it? I mean, it's spinning, so why the hell not? Wouldn't it, it's probably just the end of a bushing or something that comes out and it has to go all the way through and just spin. I don't know. Let me know. It's, I bet you other people think, oh yeah, hey, that's a PTO, sweet. I don't know, it could be, I don't know. Depends on what direction it's spinning, so. And yeah, here's the sad sight 105. This thing's dinked. I had to pull the engine out of it. So it's sitting over there. Holy shit, it took me, oh man, I had one of those superhuman strength things to get it from here, from where I got it out with the hoist, all the way up over there. So holy friggin' crap. What a pain in the ass. So, but I'm gonna put the starter pulley, the little sunflower guy, on this one because it needs it. 149. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So I'm gonna tear the carburetor apart because the that throttle, for frig's sakes, is just dinked. And I mean, look at that. Wet hydraulic lines everywhere. Everywhere. Look at wet hydraulic lines. Son of a bitch. Really? If it's not one thing, it's six, right? It's always how it goes. Look at this. Ready? Look at that. That's just around my rams on my hydraulic Dewey. Look at that. See that? All of them. They're all bad. I don't know if it's the hoses or if it's just the fittings. But that whole thing's just been peeing. Look at that. It's just been pulling up down in my my little thing down there. So what the frig? Look at this. It's just peeing oil everywhere. Even the head's pissing oil. You can see where the oil... It's not even registering on the stick anymore. So yeah, that's... No. I'm blue carding this bastard. This guy's... Yeah, look at... He's peeing. He's not allowed to run, so... And it needs pressure washed. So I keep putting that off, but now I can't run it, so... yeah, that's... Can't do anything with this guy. Shut her down. So... Frig sack. Oh well. It's not knocking or anything, so that's good. But yeah, I'm getting surrounded by Cubs. I got one more back there. And I got my case back there too, and I'm trying to frig of this thing, Farmette. It's kind of pissing me off. The friggin' I got it to spark now. I cleaned the points up with some sandpaper and some 80 grit. And I mounted my Cub starter generator on it. So it actually kind of lines up with the starter pulley on the engine, because this is a wheel horse engine on a Farmette. And Farmettes didn't have colors. They had that red engine behind it with this color here. I'd love to put this 10 horse in there. Holy shit. But this thing's, it's got spiders crawling all over it and that mud looking shit. I don't know, I think those are spider nests or something. Looks like the valves are not the greatest looking either, and that's the fucking bastard right there. Wouldn't come off. He's seized right to the head. So I don't know. Might have to just part this one out. I don't know. It did turn over. It's free, so it's not stuck or anything. So who knows? But yeah, the intake is just friggin' rusted, so it must have sat. It's a lot like this one too. Holy frig. Oh. But anyway, yeah, the carnage. It's like the Cub here is like, why'd you take my engine out, buddy? Why'd you take my engine out? you take my engine out for, bud? The hell? So, these tires, man, when I found this thing, or when I got it from Buddy, the friggin', these things are flat, and I filled them up, and they've been since holding air, so I call these the quiet line tires with the smooth ribs like that. 'Cause I have like 6 other pairs of the same tires, so. Now the bearings are, yeah, they're meh. So the ones on this guy are terrible, because you know, doing plowing and shit. That's the only thing really wrong with this now, is it runs perfect, runs like a gem. I was gonna say champ, but it's a gem. I got a shitty plow on it, but I just use that now because it's got a big dent in the other side of it, and friggin' yeah, the leaky hydro and not having headlights, and that it needs a paint job, but it looks friggin' awesome with these ags on it. Son of a bitch. I gotta get the weight box put on, but even though it's a custom weight box for that tractor, and I bought the ags for that intentionally, and well, you know, you've seen that now, it's kind of dinked, so parked that one, and I swapped them, all the tires out, and put them on this guy. So I don't have the luxury of the hydraulics anymore, but I mean, this way you get kind of more down pressure, you know, I don't know, so who knows, frig sakes. But yep, I think that's it for now. I also put a new exhaust on this too, so frig yeah, it's got a stovepipe that doesn't stick out as much as it used to, but it kind of bent this up, so it's not the right exhaust. It's a I put that shroud on it too. It's a M12 exhaust instead of a quiet line, you know, K series. The K and the M's are almost exactly the same, but the M's don't have points. Oh. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna go to my buddy's house here and go dig out the 1450 and drag it back here, kicking and screaming. I'll probably siphon the tires off of that. Use it to transport it, because it's, well, it has no front tires. The front tires are flat and the rear tires are like non-existent. So that one of them has the rims from that, and yeah, it's this one. This one has the 1450s tires, or rims, not the tires. So I sold the tires. Yeah, so that's that. I guess yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the leaky hydro and the PTO and yeah, anything else you saw in the video. Just write me a paragraph. I don't care. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk at you later, guys. You're right.